Can you state your name, age, how long you've been living in the community, and just tell us about this beautiful home you have here?
Hi, my name is Barbara Stewart. This is my 51st year here at 3136 West Lexington in a home that my mother bought on contract in 1968. And I'm proud to be the resident and the family member that's going to keep this alive for generations.
Thank you. All right, and Miss Stewart, tell me why this beautiful, is this a gray stone home?
Yes, it is. It's, I don't know what the pedigree of it all is, but, these buildings were built by people of another ethnic origin. I believe we were Polish at that time, and there's a lot of Jewish influence, and each house has a different look about it. But when we moved here in the late 60s, this neighborhood held a lot of things that people covet in neighborhoods. We had bakeries, we had hardware stores, we had pharmacies, we had a working grocery store, which on the west side is something that you don't find many of. And we had neighbors that cared about themselves and the neighborhood.
So what do you, Miss Stewart, as a proud North Lawndale resident, what do you like about the west side? What do you like about North Lawndale?
Well, as I was growing up, I hated Chicago, and I just thought it was the worst place to be. We grew up on Ogden and St. Louis, and we came over here after we had family members who moved in with us. But the thing that I find so fascinating about the west side is I can get anywhere I want in the city of Chicago within a half hour. And the traffic has been getting worse over the years, but it was never that bad when I was a working person. And it had all of the amenities that I needed in life. It had schools that were approachable. My daughter went to school here on the west side. She went to a school that Oprah opened called the Kelman School on Sacramento. She went there. And then she progressed over to Skinner, which was a classical school, and she graduated from Whitney Young. So I had everything was on my line of travel. I could put her on a bus on Jackson, and she could get everywhere that she needed to go. And it was just a place where I felt comfortable. We have traffic out there. There's a bus on the corner. 2 blocks away, there's an L. So I didn't feel isolated at any point. I could get everywhere I needed to be.
Awesome. And Miss Stewart, how long did you say you were living in this community again?
Well, we established this in 1968, which was 51 years from now, from where we are now in 2020. But we've been here, most of my life, all of my life. My mother died in hospice in this home that she provided for us as children. And I feel that, I'm still grounded here, and that she's with me here every day. And the legacy of her building this house and taking care of it for the years is something that I have to sustain now.
That's beautiful. And what in terms of this particular block, what would you say, how are the neighbors? Is this a nice block? Are they together? Is it close-knit at all?
Of the people who are long-time people here, there's still a camaraderie. We have a lot of people who are coming into the neighborhood who don't feel the kinship that we felt for years here. But there are several people still here that were here when I moved in. There's my neighbor was here when I was here, and he raised his family here. I still see his family members coming back to take care of him. And the lady across the street has maintained her 3-flat beautifully through all of her trials and tribulations, and we maintain a friendship. There's other people, but I've seen the transition of the neighborhood, because I've seen other people lose their homes because of the times and what's going on. You know, they're the most upstanding family in the neighborhood lost their home through drugs and violence. You know, and I was able to observe that. You know, so now when people come into the neighborhood, I want them to get the neighborhood feel, but a lot of them come with baggage that I don't know anything about. So it's hard to break through and let them know that this is a welcoming community.
Right.